Well, many Americans are shocked by the violent riots at the U.S. Capitol, but some say we should not be surprised. There have been several violent protests across the country, and we are seeing increased concerns for tightened security. Chief Capitol reporter Susan Raff is live at the state LOB in Hartford. Susan.
Aaron, what we saw at our nation's capital was not only disturbing but damaging, and it also made a lot of people feel vulnerable, especially state lawmakers here at the state capitol in Hartford. Anyone who goes into this office complex has to go through metal detectors. But let's face it, if you have an angry mob, you're going to need a lot more than that.
Connecticut lawmakers are now looking at their own state capitol to see if there should be more security.
They're going to assess it, and if they come back to leadership and feel they need additional improvements or renovations or enhancements, they'll have my full support.
Security has been improved at the Capitol complex. Metal detectors were installed shortly after the mass shootings at Sandy Hook, and many more cameras have been added, and a lot of attention is placed on internet threats.
We have officers and security techs at the doors for any entrances that come in. We have increased our outside patrols, so we have officers outside and cruisers are walking around.
The Capitol Police patrol in and around the complex. They have roughly 30 officers. Many were stunned to see the nation's capital wasn't better protected.
This is the first time that the United States Capitol has been breached since the War of 1812, and that was done by British soldiers.
Wesley Renfro teaches political science at Quinnipiac University. He says we are seeing a resurgence of violence, some with ties to white nationalism, and many who consider themselves devoutly religious.
In this year, for example, we foiled a plot to kidnap and potentially try and then execute the governor of Michigan. We've seen other very far right protests turn violent.
In less than 2 weeks, President-elect Joe Biden is going to be sworn in.
I would imagine it'll be heavily fortified, and which is too bad because it will probably limit access to the inauguration and other things.
Some are hoping that when Joe Biden is president, things will calm down a bit, but maybe not. It's not as easy as flipping a switch, so some believe that this country could be in for a long road in many ways. We're live in Hartford. Susan Raff, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.